Hey, good evening, Dolphins fans and all sports fans. Tonight, Miami Dolphins face the Tennessee Titans. It's going to be a short video. The game starts in about probably 45 minutes from now. Let me talk about some key matchup or key injuries also for both teams. By the way, the Dolphins they out with a third game now. He's out. Running back Raheem Mostert, chest. Left tackle Karan Armstead, concussion. Cornerback Kendall Fuller, concussion, out. Linebacker David Long, hamstring, is doubtful. The Titan has defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons, elbow, is doubtful. Safety Amani Hooker, face, is questionable. So both team basically has injury in the ball club. So the importance of this game is either Dolphin go 1-3, or the Titan goes 1-3, or they go 0-4. Now, they are facing one of the worst league offensive wise. Now, one thing you have to look at, guys, too, also that the Miami Dolphins that only has scored 33 points in 3 games, worse in the National Football League. I know we got tonight as starting quarterback Tyler Huntley. Hopefully, I'm praying that the offense will open up, give them a chance for this team. Listen, guys and girls, we have weapons. Okay, Tyreek Hill, Waddle. Uh, we need to open it up. Running backs, A Chain, Wright, you name it, guys. Wilson. So we need to open it up. Tonight, if we're going to win, I'm not worried about the defensive side, even though David Long Jr. is not playing because we got Phillip, we got Campbell. I'm not worried about that. I think Miami will stop the run. Miami will put pressure. My only concern is, can they protect Tyler Huntley? We could be here all night talking about injuries to these quarterbacks, Skylar Thompson, and now Tua Tagovailoa, which is out with a concussion. If they don't have protection, these quarterbacks are not going to last in the National Football League, especially as a Miami Dolphin. I mean, I think the Dolphins really, really, guys. The way I see it, they need to get protection. Now, once again, I like Miami tonight to win. Close game. I don't think it's a blowout. Somebody said they probably win by 10 points. I don't know. I don't feel too comfortable in a sense of scoring points with the offense. That Tyler Huntley brings a different dimension. Yeah, the play calling of McDaniel between guys, I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. It needs to change. Give that to somebody else. Give the responsibility and duty to somebody else because that's going to hurt us down the road. Okay, he needs to focus to manage the game. I'm concerned one thing with his team too. Also, flags and penalties. That's another thing that I'm worried about. We need to play clean football all the way across. If you want to win this game tonight, it's clean football on the both sides of the field. I know it's kind of hard and it's kind of tough, but that's the way I see it. Matchup that I see, okay, is pretty might hurt the Dolphins. It's with Ridley and the other wide receiver, Hopkins. Okay, they got weapon guys. Tennessee got weapon. If you're gonna give the quarterback time to throw the ball in the pocket, they are gonna tear us apart. I understand Weaver might have another game plan of putting pressure the quarterback for the Titans, and hopefully we can win the game. I think it's gonna be a close game, like I said. The matchup, I don't like the matchup with Ramsey. I really don't, guys. We don't have Fuller. Fuller's out. That's another key matchup that we don't have. Like I say, our secondary, our front four or 5, whatever you wanna call it. It's pretty banged up, but I mean, they have played well enough for 3 games to be a top 10 defense. The only thing is the offense only scored 33 points. That's my concern. If they could protect Tyler Huntley, it's gonna be a long day for the Titans because this guy's great. I like, his speed, his ability of moving out of the pocket, throwing the ball. He's a runner. So that's those things that no, those intangibles that he has, that's what I like about him. No, he's not Tua Tagovailoa. Let me refer that to everybody. Every quarterback has a different style of quarterback in this league. Uh, those are 3 matchup. I mean, those the 3 keys that I'm seeing. Less mistakes from the offense. Try to minimize those penalties. Okay, protection, protection up front for Tyler Huntley, and the defense for pressure. Basically, those 3 things right there. If you want the Dolphins to win tonight, of course, we know what happened last time with the Titans when they beat us when they came back from behind. I don't want to think about it. I know Vangio was our defensive coach, but now we got Weaver. Hopefully, this story doesn't repeat himself again. Guys and girls, we need to be aggressive. The defense has to be aggressive. The offense has to be aggressive. You got to let your playmaker make plays. Now, I'm shocked with Waddle. I'm shocked with Tyreek Hill. In 3 games, the only game he had 100 yards was, I think, it was the first game, the opening game against Jacksonville. And once again, I'm gonna say it again. If it wasn't that fumble from Hollins in the end zone, we would have been talking to 0-3 Dolphins right now. Now, the thing out there is saying is if they lose this 1-3, their season is over. Guys, no season is over under 4 games. I give it a 8-game season. I know it's 17. If you're 4-4, you got a shot. But if you 1-7 in 8 games or 2-6 in 8 games, then we could talk about it. This is a crucial game for Miami. Yesterday, we all saw it. The uh, the AFC East, every team lost. The Jets, New England, and Buffalo. Now Miami plays tonight. They're tied with the Jets at 2-2, and the Bills are 3-1, and the last place will be the New England Patriots at 1-3. So it's a crucial game, basically for both teams. One is winless; they haven't won at all. They're winless in 3 games. Tennessee has played tough. I'm not going to tell you they played tough against the Jets. Uh, you got to give them credit, okay? So don't think they're gonna be easy to run over. They've been competitive in all these games. They've been in close games. I just worry about our Dolphins. And once again, 3 key matchup: defense, offense, and minimize penalties. You got to. You got to play clean football if you want to win in this league. That's what I tell everybody. It's not easy to win this league. No, it's not easy. Football is difficult to win. I know you Dolphin fans are so hyped up and so excited about the team, and we're happy we got finally a quarterback. I know Skylar Thompson got hurt, but I'm going to say it again, guys. He got hurt because Miami doesn't have an offensive line. Okay, you can't blame Skylar Thompson for not beating the Seattle last week. Defense held up. We had opportunity, and that's what defense does. But remember also, if the defense has too much time spending on the field, they get tired and they don't actually last long. And then they'll get tired, and then team will take advantage of that. So that's the key thing also in this game. Another thing, Miami has to start fast and strong. This 3 and outs and not scoring points when they're in the red zone. What a difference from 1 year to what this year is. And just we only our 4th game, but something has to open up. This team cannot lose this game tonight. To be honest with you, Neither can Tennessee, the Titans. We're no longer in a rebuilding mode. We are in a winning mode. We have to win. Our fans are disappointed. Our fans are not happy with the team, and I understand that totally. I don't disagree with it. One thing is every year injuries. Man, I am so tired of injuries. We look at our team and you know, but guess what? Every team in the NFL has injury, guys. I don't know why we always use that as an excuse because those excuses are out the door. One thing I tell you, McDaniel and Greer, uh, they could be in the hot seat, especially both of them. Even though McDaniel signed the contract. But anyhow, I'm here live. Uh, Game will start probably in 40 minutes, 7:30 today. Then we have the second doubleheader, which is Seattle at Detroit. That's going to be a good one, also. By the way, guys, I finished the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock game with a record of 9-3. I win these two games tonight. I end up with 11-3. So the last 2 weeks, it was tough picking the games. Too many close games. I went to the wire. Um, I look at the Saints. The Saints has lost two back-to-back games at the end. One thing I am noticing, guys, that if you notice it in football, what's going on with the refs making these and I know some Kansas City Chiefs fans are gonna get mad when I say this. And of course they have commercials now, they got even comedy about it. That they always throw a flag at the end. That pass interference against Cincinnati Bengals, that wasn't pass interference, guys. I'm sorry. That was a bad call. Okay? They're getting the call. Not because they're Kansas City. I'm not using it as an excuse. But golly, my gosh, guys. Okay? A lot of bad call at the Pittsburgh and Indianapolis Colts game. Roughing the passer when they hit Field. That wasn't roughing the passer. Then we had a guy that made a gesture with a hand, and one of the refs, I guess, Jaguars in Houston, and he thought that he did a gun thing, and he threw a 15-yard penalty. Man, these guys are having fun, man. They had a guy from the Jets pointing the finger. I think Lazard was doing this with a finger. He got penalized 15 yards. It's getting ridiculous. Okay, the NFL officiating, they got to do something about it. They really do. I understand it's kind of hard and difficult, but that's why they go to New York and to check. And what happened to the instant replays? What happened to under 2 minutes everything is review? What happened of these refs making decisions in the game? And I'm gonna tell you this: as the season goes along, it's gonna cost a lot of teams. Okay, it's gonna cost a lot of teams their games, especially crucial games, and that's what I'm worried about. If that happens, guys and girls, I'm telling you, we're in for a long season. I know a lot of fans out there are disappointed with the refs making bad calls. Uh, I know it's part of the game. I understand that, but can you please make the right call? And if you're wrong, admit that you're wrong and change the play, change the flag. So why do you huddle at the middle of the field to convert on a holding call, or an offsides call, or an illegal formation, or a defensive pass interference or offensive pass interference? Why is it taking you so long? You know why? Because you're not making the right decision. You want to get together with everybody and say, hey, what's really the call? Because if you don't know the call, then you should not be a ref. I'm sorry, guys. That's how I feel. But anyhow, I'm live. It's 6:54. If anybody wants to join into the chat, I'm okay with it. Like I said, I'm tonight's the game. I just took an opportunity to see the injuries the Dolphins have, the injury the Titans have. Both teams are in a winning situation. They got to win tonight. I mean, Jacksonville lost a tough one. Can't blame it on Trevor Lawrence. That's another criticism out there too. It's not on him, guys. You take his weapon away, you take his personnel away. Not the same thing. Uh, it's hard to rebuild and rebuilding mode when all these teams were last year were close to the playoffs, made the playoffs, and now this year is like, what happened? Could be a coaching issue, it could be a staff issue, or it could be a player issue. Who knows? But it's football. At the end of the day, it's football. So you have to enjoy it the best you can of it. The only thing is, I know we get too personal when it comes to football, but you don't need to get personal. I tell it to everybody, just have patience. Have patience and let it ride for a while. I know sometimes we see things that we don't want to see in sports, but that happens, guys. That really happens. Things that happens, and we ask ourselves, why does it happen? Because that's part of sports. I mean, that's nothing you could do about it. Nothing you could do about it. So, but tonight it's a key matchup. It's going to be interesting. Uh, it's going to be a tough game for the Dolphins. I'm gonna tell you this. I mean, I'm a Dolphin fan, but I'm also a believer. You have to prepare yourself. I hope McDaniel has a game plan, because that's another thing about McDaniel. He doesn't have a game plan, guys. He comes out to the field and I think he should not be doing the play calling. The Titans, unfortunately, they're making a lot of mistakes. It's costing them games. But you got to give these players an opportunity and chance to play. I'm hoping that Huntley tonight will show the Dolphins, something new, show the fans something new that we'll like. We haven't seen in Tua or any other quarterback that has quarterback. But here we are. We're going back to the same drawing board, quarterback issues, starting the season. Okay, who knew that the concussion was going to happen? Nobody knew that. Nobody knows that. But McDaniel needs to really focus on his team. I think he have lost that focus on the team. I'm not saying that players don't want to play for McDaniel, but I think his focus has diminished on his team. This dink and dunking thing got to stop. Those plays anymore does not work. You got to change your game plan. You got to change your. I mean, you just got to do it. If you want to win in this National Football League, you got to change it around. You don't change it around, it's going to be a long season. I mean, the good news we got that Odell Beckham, she'll be back to practice and hopefully he's in good shape. I know sometimes when you come from an injury, it takes a while before you get back in shape in the field and play your 100% football, not 80% or 60% football. I know it's not that easy, guys. I know it's not that easy, but I still believe that the team is. I believe the team is loaded. Miami is uh, full of weapons. The toughest thing is when you have a caliber roster with all these good players, and all you got to show for is 33 points in 3 games. As a fan, it is embarrassing. I mean, I get credit to Jacksonville Jaguar in the first game. It was more like the first half to Jacksonville, the second half went to Miami. Then Buffalo came in, and Allen owns the Dolphins. Period. He's what, 12-2 now, or 12-1, whatever record he is now against Tua. That's the only thing that Tua has doesn't have a winning record. So, and now we go to Seattle, gave up 21 points in the first quarter. Try to come back from behind with Skylar Thompson. See, that shows who you are as a football team. Do you have the actual weapons to come back to the game. Let me tell you about Justin Field. People complain about yesterday Justin Field loss. But let me tell you what Justin Field showed me. Okay. Pittsburgh's 3-1. They were down big. He came back and made it a game, 27-24. And here we still are complaining about the guy. He's not good. That he's not good enough. Well, I got bad news to tell you. The guy's good because Justin Field is doing what the coach want him to do. Even though he turned the ball over, he fumbled, but that's okay. That's part of the game, guys. Sometimes we as fans we have to step back and realize that that's part of football. Regardless, you're gonna win, you're gonna lose some, and let's be honest, that's the truth. I would like to go undefeated. The Chiefs. Let me tell you about the Chiefs, guys. The Chief for me, I'm not looking at wow. They are very impressive because if you look at their games yesterday, 10-10, they won 17-10. The game against Cincinnati Bengals, come on, guys, let's be honest. The Bengals won that game. But here we go again. I'm not looking at statistics. I'm just looking at the ridiculous play that the official are doing to these NFL teams that are costing the games. Okay, that is so sad. And they had to sign Kareem Hunt to help him out for running, which he had a good second half of that game running the ball. But they don't have Pacheco. They don't got Hollywood Brown. They lost the receiver. I mean, they got injuries. But here's the difference. They got injured, but they're winning. Why are they winning? Chemistry, keeping the team together. See, that's one thing good that the coach from Kansas City does. We had a Kelsey struggling, and he had a good game yesterday. And the media said, "Well, maybe he needs to retire. Maybe he's no longer the same Kelsey." Well, there's things that I tell people this: when you play in this league for a long time, and people know you and know how to cover you, and have good coverages against you, it's difficult. It doesn't mean that you're good or you're bad. It's just you're not open, and that's normal. Somebody came and told me, "Oh no, that's Taylor Swift." What Taylor Swift has to do with Kelsey? Taylor Swift is just a singer. Leave her alone, man. Get her out of this conversation. Because people start asking me that. I start laughing. I said, "Really, guys? You know what Kelsey needs to do is hit the field and focus on the field. Whatever happens off the field, that's something else. But this is the National Football League. What the way? What's his name? Coach Edwards just said, "We're here to win the game." Remember that? We're here to win the game. Exactly. That's what you should be doing. Winning the game. Take your focus out of everything else. Well, the time is 7:03, so the game starts in 27 minutes. I'm not going to be here for long, guys. I'm just going to be here for a little while. Just let you know, Dolphin fans. I can say one thing: stay positive. Back up your team. Win, lose, or draw. At the end of the day, it's still your team. It's still the Miami Dolphins. That goes also for the opposite team, the Titans. But anyhow, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Get your comments, your likes, and we'll take it from here. Like I say, I'm new to this. I got 150 subscribers, and thank you so much those that have subscribed. I got people that leaves and come back. That's okay. I did a short video out there with Raheem Mostert injury today, third game that he missed. So but I'm not worried about that side because we're solid in running back. We got great Wilson, Wright, A Chain. I'm not worried about it. They're solid. when it comes to running backs. And one thing I noticed, guys, the Dolphins are running to the middle. We need to stop running to the outside. Just run through the middle. Run through the gut, man. And I tell you, we're gonna have a good game if we start running the ball. So we're 25 minutes before kickoff at Hot Rock Cafe. Anyway, tell me who you like on your comments. Tell me your team, who you like, what's the score's gonna be. You can add it there in my chat. I'll check on it later. I do like the Dolphins. It's gonna be a close game. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. Somebody told me they will win by 10. And if they do, well, that's great. But one thing I'm seeing about this game is how can they protect Tyler Huntley? That's my main concern. I think you protect him, you should be in good shape. You don't, it's gonna be a long night for the Miami Dolphins. Been a Dolphin fan since 1970. So anyhow, thank you so much. Those that are watching the chat, I appreciate it. Once again, if you want to leave your comments, you can leave your comment. But once again, thank you so much. I appreciate everything you guys do. And if I don't see you after the game tonight, there'll be a wrap up tomorrow when I come from work. Like I say, I am a full time person, so good luck to good luck to the Titans, good luck to the Dolphins. And once again, pins up. Thank you so much, and have a blessed night.